this is Lady Boulay, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your thumbs up, for your comments, and thank you for sharing the videos. Thank you for all you do to support the channel. And yes, we are commanded to love one another, whether we want to or not, or whether we agree with each other or not. And I'm doing this video not without some hesitation, but I'm going to do it anyway. This whole idea of white supremacy, and we're fighting white supremacy, and be one, and the new black media, what does it all stand for? What does it all stand for? Now, we're looking at this black woman in Georgia who has the courage to fight crime in Atlanta. She is the district attorney of Fulton County. Well, she's got to prosecute everybody that commits a crime in Fulton County, whether they are black or white. I don't live in Fulton County, but I know there are problems with black and white people in Fulton County, but that's not what this video is about. This video is about people on social media talking about white supremacy, white supremacy. Well, what we're looking at in Fulton County right now is white supremacy on display. Fani Willis said that Donald Trump and his people tried to overturn the election in 2020. That is a felony. And they have documentation of what they did. But instead of them going on trial for this felonious act that, if convicted, will certainly bring jail time to those involved. So white supremacy flipped the script. Instead of putting the people on trial who have been indicted, they decided to put Fani Willis's personal life on display, taking the attention away from the criminals and putting the attention on her. Now, if this was the first time that white supremacists had done this, it would be a stroke of genius. But the thing is, it's not the first time they've done it. This is the old playbook, and it works like a charm every time. What they do is, instead of going after the criminal, the person that's been indicted, let's go after the victim. Let's attack the victim. In this case, Fani Willis is not a victim, she's the prosecutor. So they're saying, let's go after the prosecutor. And it worked. Originally, she was not going to testify, but they came in the courtroom and she says they told so many lies on her that she decided, I got to go in there and defend my character, and she's being attacked for defending herself. And we expect attacks from the white supremacists, their media, their talking heads. I don't think anybody is surprised that these so-called right-wingers are attacking her. But guess who else is attacking her? This so-called B1 new black media people on social media. So if you were going to take those people seriously before, in terms of being concerned about B1 Black First, what we need to do is figure out who are the black people that are first. Who are the black people that you would defend? Because you claim you're fighting white supremacy. But this is a clear case of white supremacy in here. But this is a black woman with power that you don't like. So what we're going to do is we're going to pile on and attack her, and we're going to become the adjuncts of the white supremacists. So good going, B1. And for the people who are coming into the comment section saying, oh, well, she had an affair with a married man. I don't know that to be true. That man knows when his marriage ended better than I do. He knows more about his marriage than I do. But let's just say she was involved with a married man. Well, that's an infraction against her that her office should deal with. And as far as this judge is concerned, I noticed one of these male content creators says, oh, this judge is tired of her. Well, this judge should be ashamed of himself. They don't need to drag this out, bringing everybody in that courtroom that knows her, including her family members, trying to get them to discredit her. It doesn't need to be this way. It doesn't need to be this kind of circus. All the judge would have to do is say, Prosecutor Willis needs to recuse herself from this case and let the assistant district attorney prosecute this crowd that tried to overturn the election of 2020. That's all it would take. But no, he won't do that because he's trying to destroy her character and everybody in that office so he can take the whole team off of this case. And that way, they think they'll get somebody in that'll be more favorable to Donald Trump. I doubt that in Fulton County, which is a majority black county. But that's what they're hoping for, buying time for Donald Trump to keep him from having to go on trial. That's what this is about. Now, we know how white supremacy works. If you go after them, they go after you. So nobody is surprised that they went after her. I'm not. What is captivating about this woman and this case is the fact that she had the courage to call him on the carpet for what he did. That's why people keep her out there and her name out there. It's theater. There's nothing substantive about what they're doing. But it's really just political theater. She's smart, she's beautiful, she's feisty. Some might call her an angry black woman, but some would understand why she's angry. So she is sort of she's already a character. In Fani Willis, A Star is Born. I'm sure in Hollywood right now, black actresses are trying to figure out who's gonna play Fani Willis in the movie, because it's inevitable that will happen. If anybody doubts that she'll get a lot out of this, stay tuned. She has shown formidable strength in all of this. She says that she has to keep moving from place to place because people are threatening her. And she's got 2 children. So people like a fighter. At the end of the day, America likes a fighter. And she is a fighter. And she will prevail in the end. Atlanta has a very influential old guard black community. Many of them are descendants of people who were millionaires from way back before the civil rights movement. It's very close-knit, but they're very influential. And I believe that Fani Willis is connected to that old guard Atlanta community. So if that's true, she will be just fine regardless to what anybody else says. Something gave her the bearing and the courage to do this in the first place. So she's not without support. I don't want to make it seem like she doesn't have support. She does, because those old guard Atlantans know what white supremacy looks like, and they know what treason looks like in the black community, and that is why they're so close-knit. You cannot just walk into that circle of people. It's not a real large circle, but you have to be vetted and proven to get into that old guard Atlanta circle. So she's got good support. She was recently given an award by the Berean Seventh-day Adventist Ethiopian Church, and she spoke to them about the challenges that she's facing. And they also, the founder of the church, and I don't know if they're actual Ethiopians or if that's just the name of the church, but the founder of the church gave her a book in which he had written about God versus Satan. So they're putting her in a position of being on the side of God. She has her support, and also the business community in Atlanta support her. There was a streak of crime going on in Atlanta before she took over that DA's office. And so she came in locking folks up. So that doesn't make you popular with maybe the grassroots, as these people are calling themselves, but it definitely makes you popular with business owners. And Atlanta is one of the few cities in America that has become majority black, that those Fortune 500 companies didn't leave. The reason Atlanta is so attractive to so many is because those Fortune 500 companies that were originally headquartered in Atlanta are still there. And that is because there is an influential black community in Atlanta that works with the business community. So they have to have law and order in Atlanta, and if you don't want to do that, you don't need to go. You don't. That's just how it works, and most of us want to live where we can be safe. No weapon formed against me will prosper. So she has to keep up the good fight, keep fighting the good fight, even if they recuse her from this case, even if that judge takes the whole case out of her office, still, justice will be served. Dr. Martin Luther King says, the arc of the universe is long, but it leans towards justice. So, justice is going to be served one way or the other. But okay, y'all, let me know what you think about this. Let me know if you know who these B1 people advocate for, because I can't figure it out. So you let me know if you know. So thank you for listening. Let me know what you think about the video. Subscribe to the channel. Give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Share the video. And as always, have a great day.